face fighter in a 10-round middleweight bout. In college football, they are determined to have a national. Today we have a 10-round middleweight bout as New York's own Buddy McGirt travels down the Garden State Parkway to Atlantic City. The durable McGirt has 67 title belts along the way. He takes on a hungry Andrew Council. But today he looks to test his pugilistic prowess against the wise old veteran McGirt. Also, we'll have a freewheeling, no-holds-barred discussion about the College Football National Championship. Joining us, Roy Kramer, chairman of the College Football Bowl Alliance.
Like fighting at Madison Square Garden, you know, that's when you make it here, you made it to the big time.
When they returned to celebrate last evening, though, a look into the rafters above told us what the real passion of this building was. It's Celtics and it's Bruins. And if you listen very carefully, each of the banners above
In Park Place in Atlantic City, and Tim Ryan. Tim?
Live from Atlantic City, New Jersey, we'll have an important middleweight bout upcoming on the CBS Sports Show. The veteran Buddy McGirt against Andrew Council. Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Ryan here in the ring at Bally's Park Place, where middleweight action lies ahead. The last time that you saw the two-time world champion Buddy McGirt in action here on CBS was against Joe Gaddy. He had gone up in weight to face the middleweight and knocked him out in the 5th round. McGirt now wants Roy Jones. Roy Jones must have been impressed by that, but Buddy McGirt today has a tough opponent he must get by. His name is Andrew Council, with a record of 22, 3-3, and 14 knockouts. Standing boxer Roy Jones. Ahead, Council and Buddy McGirt here on the CBS Sports Show. Stay with us.
We sure will, Tim. Thank you. We'll be watching that fight coming up later on. Standing in his way is the hard-charging Andrew Council. The Maryland native enters the ring with a 22-3 record. Welcome back. Gino Torretta, the 1992 Heisman Trophy winner, is here. And Gino, are you a fight fan?
A little bit. I like watching a few boxing matches, not much.
Against Andrew Council, a 10-round middleweight bout. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy, the Ryan Express, will join us live from Atlantic City after this.
Special athletes bike around the world, plus Drew Ellis takes on Scott, and they give it all they've got. The show next Saturday on CBS.
Junior, pound for pound, the world super middleweight champion might be the best boxer around. But Jones' eyes are trained on Buddy McGirt, a former champion whose last 2 title fights have ended in bitter disappointment. Now Buddy McGirt dreams of a showdown with Jones and one more shot at the big time. After a debilitating shoulder injury, McGirt's punching power is fully restored, and he's regained the skills of his championship glory. Standing in McGirt's way, 28-year-old Andrew Council, who wants nothing more than to ruin the veteran's shot at a title. A victory today for McGirt will propel him back into the title picture. We're live from Bally's Park Place Casino Hotel and Tower here on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey for middleweight boxing. And the headliner is Buddy McGirt, and the Buddy McGirt Express has just arrived from Brentwood, New York. Earlier today, they came down, friends, family, and fans, 150 strong, to help make a sellout crowd inside here at Bally's Park Place for this middleweight battle between Buddy McGirt, a 2-time world champion, and Andrew Council. Hi, everybody. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy here at ringside live at Bally's Park Place. And Gil, of course, Buddy McGirt looking for another opportunity at a world championship. He wants Roy Jones. Jones fights tonight against Tony Thornton. I guess, is it a fair question to ask, can 31-year-old Buddy McGirt do anything against Roy Jones, and can he get by Andrew Council?
Well, he's in with a tough guy with Andrew Council. That could be the key. If he looks real good against Council, maybe he can do a job with Roy Jones, too.
Well, Buddy McGirt, of course, was a welterweight champion of the world. He's moved up in weight to junior middleweight, now up to middleweight, and actually it looks like his punching power has increased. Of course, he had that torn rotator cuff in his left shoulder. How much effect do you think it's had since it's been healed?
That was the key, Tim. He couldn't show these guys the left hook. He had to fight with one hand. Now he's back. He can show them that left hook, sets up the right hand as he's doing here with Joe Gaddy, a good, strong middleweight. Again, you're going to see him feint a little bit, and there's that straight right hand. Knocks out a big, tough middleweight.
Well, Andrew Council, the fact is for him that he has not faced anywhere near the caliber of opposition that Buddy McGirt has. Good win over tough Anthony Ivory there, but he has won his last 3 fights by knockout.
Tim, he is a hungry fighter, a hungry, pressure fighter, very, very busy. He's either going to bring out the very best in Buddy McGirt, or if Buddy's a little lazy, this guy could outpoint him.
Well, Council at age 28, very confident about what he may do against Buddy McGirt here today, and he has a game plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of pressure on Buddy McGirt, make him work, make him fight when he don't want to fight. Just keep on applying pressure on him through the whole fight.
You train for everything and anything. You just don't train for one specific thing. Because if you look for one specific thing in the tape, and then when you come fight time, that guy doesn't do it, what do you do then? So I just prepare for any and everything. This way I'm ready for whatever he has to offer. Even if he wants to kick, I'm ready to kick also.
Well, it's not a kickboxing contest, so McGirt doesn't have to worry about that. The 31-year-old Buddy McGirt stands at 5'6", giving away 3 inches to Andrew Council. And of course, farther up he goes in weight, the more tall boxers that he's facing. He came in at 155, Council at 156.5. The rules here in the state of New Jersey, there is a standing 8 count in effect. There is no 3 knockdown rule. The bell can't save a fighter in any round, including the final round. And if an accidental foul causes the bout to be finished before 5 rounds, it'll be a technical draw. After that, they go to the cards. Let's go to ring announcer Ed Darien.
Good afternoon and welcome to Bally's Park Place here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where the CBS Sports Show's boxing series continues. Today's featured bout is a scheduled 10-round middleweight bout and is being promoted by Garden State Boxing. Is approved by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, the Honorable Larry Hazard Sr. Commissioner. The judges for today's bout are Joe Pasquale of Trenton, New Jersey, Eva Shane from Fort Lee, New Jersey, Shafiq Rashada from Edison, New Jersey. The chief physician in attendance at ringside this afternoon is Dr. Frank B. Doggett from Atlantic City, New Jersey. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of this scheduled 10-round middleweight bout, referee Frank Cappuccino from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First in the red corner, wearing the multicolored trim trunks. He weighed in at 156.5 pounds. He has 22 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, with 14 big knockouts. From Latham, Maryland, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Andrew Council. Council and his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with the white trim. He tipped in at an even 155 pounds. This young man has 67 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, with 46 big knockouts. From Brentwood, New York, ladies and gentlemen, the former 2-time world champion, James Buddy McGirt. McGirt.
Andrew, Buddy. Good afternoon, gentlemen. You were both given your instructions. Any questions? Both these touch gloves. Come on.
We're ready to go with 10 rounds of middleweight action. Buddy McGirt, the 2-time world champion, currently ranked number 3 by the IBF at the junior middleweight, 154, and number 7 in that category by the WBA and the WBC. Andrew Council, 22 victories, 3 losses, 3 draws, 14 KOs. He is unranked, but has been improving with every outing and has won his last 3 by early knockout. McGirt in blue, Council in red and gold. We gave him the Sartorial Splendor Award for his outfit, perfectly coordinated from head to toe when he came into the ring. Buddy McGirt in his last outing, a 5th round knockout of John Stewart on July 18th, just a couple of months back.
Get out of there. Come on.
Council, a 3rd round knockout of Jermaine Dixon in August.
Let him go.
Sellout crowd here at Bally's Park Place. They've seen lots of Buddy McGirt here. He is a fan favorite, and as we mentioned, 150 of his own personal friends coming down from Brentwood, New York, as they frequently do to Atlantic City when he's in action here. Andrew Council from Lanham, Maryland, grew up in Washington, D.C., and he also has got good family and friend support. He came up from Washington, not too far away, to watch him in action today in this national television fight.
And Tim, you can see Buddy McGirt trying to set up Andrew Council for that sneak right hand. You watch him feint, step around, and he tries to land that big right hand. So far, he's thrown two of them, not with much effect.
Andrew Council, former Maryland Golden Gloves champion, turned pro before going to the Nationals. An experienced, mature fighter at age 28, but as we said, not anywhere near the caliber of opposition that Buddy McGirt has faced. McGirt with wins over people like Willie Rodriguez, Sal Mamby, Frankie Warren, Howard Davis, Edwin Curette, Frankie Baldassar. I mean, the list goes on.
Simon Brown.
Simon Brown when he won the title. Andrew Council's best win would be the one against Anthony Ivor. Under a minute to go in round number 1, scheduled for 10.
Get him loose, let him go, let him go. Let him go, come on.
Roy Jones preparing for his fight tonight against Tony Thornton, no doubt watching Buddy McGirt. And you can be sure Buddy McGirt will be taking a close look at Roy Jones, who's been so impressive en route to and since winning his world championship. Under the 30-second mark we go in round 1.
Stay off his neck, Andrew.
Frank Cappuccino telling Andrew Council to watch the holding. Final seconds, round 1.
When the bear comes out of hibernation.
Round number 2, scheduled for 10. Buddy McGirt in his 73rd professional bout against Andrew Council. McGirt in blue with white trim, Council in red and gold. Fairly even first round as we saw. A little feel-out process. McGirt is usually a slow starter. As he said in a videotape interview, portions of which you saw, he doesn't like to look at videotapes of his upcoming opponents. Doesn't feel that he learns anything that he can't develop in the first couple of rounds. More afraid of perhaps focusing on something the fighter does and then comes up against something that he hasn't seen and isn't prepared for. So he said, I just prepare for everything. Don't worry about looking at them. I don't know if I subscribe to that theory yet, but that's what he's been doing and it's been successful.
Well, you know, I had the same thing with the name of Griffith, who was a great world champion. He didn't like to look at tapes either. He said, I'll figure him out once I get him in the ring.
Good body work there by Council. And then Buddy McGirt, as usual, counter-punching effectively, comes up top, scoring with 3 punches.
Andrew Council has very, very good defense. He's not putting on as much pressure as I thought he would, but he does keep his hands up well. Tough target to nail with anything.
Council has had most of his fights at the junior middleweight, 154 limit. And most of his weight is 160 in his second last outing, a first-round knockout of Horace Watterson. But he is naturally a bigger man than Buddy McGirt.
Good left hook by Council on the inside. Buddy keeps trying to land that chopping right hand. Good right hand.
Big right hand by Council, and McGirt fires right back. Another minute to go in round 2.
And Tim, Council looks like much the stronger of the two physically. Now he's putting that pressure on Buddy.
And bullying McGirt into the ropes. McGirt bobbing and weaving there. Now finally gets off the ropes, but he took some punishment there. And a left hook to the ear from Council. And a straight right hand landed by Council. Superior brawn at this point by Council. McGirt works his way back to the center of the ring.
And Council is not paying any attention to any of Buddy McGirt's feints. He's punching right through Buddy's feints.
Banging effectively to the body, low blow that time, unseen by the referee. Final seconds of round 2. This is round number 3, scheduled for 10. Buddy McGirt in blue, Andrew Council in red and gold. A good second round for Andrew Council, showing some muscle and effectively bullying McGirt into the ropes a couple of times and scoring effectively to the body particularly.
Tim, Buddy McGirt is really going to have to establish that left jab. He's going to have to make Council respect that left jab. There's that sneaky right hand again by Buddy McGirt.
Dropped it in over the top.
But again, you can see Council has very, very good defense. And the hands are nice and high.
Very calm, very poised. Watching him in his recent fights, we saw that same kind of self-confidence and calmness that he brings, and good concentration.
Again, he's no easy target.
Next Saturday we'll be in the Bahamas for this fight. Former champion Rafael Ruelas against George Scott, a tough young man from Sweden. 12-round lightweight action here on the CBS Sports Show, so boxing fans stay with us next Saturday afternoon.
All right, let him go, let him go. You're holding,
live from Paradise Island, the Atlantis Hotel, for that bout.
Seems to me, Tim, that Buddy McGirt is trying to rely too much on that chopping right hand. He had better start using that left hook, put both hands together, because otherwise he's going to be out-hustled.
A little razzle-dazzle from McGirt, and I don't think Council's going to buy into any of that stuff.
Again, Tim, Council just punches right through. That kind of stuff doesn't bother him at all. He punches right through Buddy McGirt's feints. This is the toughest kind of guy for Buddy McGirt to fight.
Under a minute to go in the third. Council staying right in front of McGirt. Under 30 seconds we go in the third round.
Buddy is doing everything in his bag of tricks to confuse Andrew Council, and Council just keeps coming.
And meanwhile, McGirt has not been able to land terribly effectively here in the third at all. More feinting than throwing. Final seconds, round 3.
Break. Both of you.
Round number 4, live from Bally's Park Place in Atlantic City. Buddy McGirt in blue and Andrew Council in red and gold. And Gil, quickly here early in this round, we know those of us who have followed your distinguished career that you're the father of 6 and 15 grandchildren. I love the sound of that. You and lovely wife Nancy. And today you have a birthday in the family.
Sure do. A great fight fan, my daughter Joan. Happy birthday, Joan.
I'm sure she's watching. She never misses, especially when Dad's on. Andrew Council just plodding ahead and holding his ground and not following McGirt around, cutting him off as he's moved. And so far, Council, as we see it, has won 2 rounds of the first 3 in this fight, with the first one we've called even.
Tim, Buddy keeps trying to feint and slide that right hand over Council's shoulder, but Council has been very, very effective in blocking that punch. Buddy has better start establishing a good stiff jab and starting to throw that left hook to the body, because, in my opinion, those are the punches that Council opened for, not that right hand.
McGirt did well against the taller Joe Gaddy, who was a natural middleweight. So far hasn't been able to stay close enough to do some damage with Andrew Council in the early going.
Well, again, on the inside, Council seems much the stronger physically. And there's a combination, all blocked by Andrew Council, and he comes back with a good right hand.
Well, if the Council was supposed to be warning to watch his head to McGirt, if Council was supposed to be intimidated by the fact that McGirt is a two-time former world champion, he certainly hasn't shown it here at all. He looks like he's the boss so far.
Again, Buddy's going to have to start throwing some good solid body punches, Tim, to get Council's hands down, because he has very, very good defense. You can see Buddy throwing those flows, but they're blocked. Al Soto seems to be agreeing with me, Tim. He's shouting out to Buddy McGirt to work that left jab. He's got to use that left jab and then feint and then go to the body with those left hooks.
Under 30 seconds to go in the fourth round. Final seconds of the fourth round. Another good round as we see it for Andrew Council. Round number 5 scheduled for 10. Buddy McGirt in blue with white trim. Andrew Council, far less known, in red and gold. 22 victories, but only 3 losses and 3 draws. And so far, we have him in control of this fight.
And Tim, I think I heard Buddy McGirt say to Al Soto, I'm waiting for him to slow down. He may be waiting at the end of 10 rounds for him to slow down. Buddy had better start being a lot more aggressive, Tim.
Well, and he also has to know that Council has only been knocked down once in his career, never knocked out. So he can't rely on thinking that somehow in the late rounds he will necessarily come up with a knockout punch to win. And if the judges see it the way we do, we've got Council ahead 3 rounds with 1 even.
The rounds all were very, very close, but I thought that Council had an edge in those 3 rounds as well. He just seems to be a lot more effective on the inside and a little stronger.
Right hand lead by Council landed.
He hurt Buddy with that punch, Tim. Wobbled a little bit. You can see Council's not giving him any target at all. He's putting the pressure on, but he has very, very good arm control when it comes to blocking punches.
A little bit of that almost Ken Norton look right there.
Well, you know, the
right hand and a left by Council, and another left. Big shot scored by Council. McGirt punched back, but without effect. And there's Council using his muscle. He gets a warning from the referee, but he used his shoulder to just muscle McGirt away, and a left and a right by McGirt.
By Council, Tim, not
by Council, pardon me, by Council. Thanks, Gil. Under a minute to go here in the 5th.
You know, Tim, they say that when the fighter gets like up in his 30s, as Buddy is now, all of a sudden he gives up those 4 steps and he doesn't have it anymore. And up to this point, with Buddy's performance, he does not look like the Buddy McGirt of old.
Sure does not, and he just took another left hook there from Council. Age 31, Buddy McGirt, his 73rd professional bout, hoping for one more grab at the gold ring and fighting with Roy Jones. It's been in the talking stages. Of course, Jones fights tonight against Tony Thornton.
Short left hook by Council. Again, Tim, he's so much the stronger on the inside. Now Buddy's punching back with him.
Final seconds, round number 5. Another big round for Andrew Council on our scorecards.
Fight, you're blowing around though. Come on. You're not throwing no fucking punches.
There you can see Council coming over with that right uppercut and a solid left hook right on the chin of Buddy McGirt. Another right hand, another left hook. A little later in the round, and there you can see Council again. You can see those gloves really landing good solid punches on Buddy McGirt. Buddy just seems to be being out-muscled and out-hustled in this fight.
Well, in that last exchange, too, he had his hands down. He was just wide open for Council to hit. Council took advantage. Council doesn't exactly have great hand speed, but he had no problem finding the open target. He's very accurate. Round number 6. Andrew Council in red and gold. Buddy McGirt, two-time world champion in blue. He'll have to do something very McGirt-like here to reach back to his past to somehow pull this out as we see it and keep alive his dream of another world championship opportunity. Andrew Council could put himself right on the boxing map with a win over Buddy McGirt.
And Tim, you know, Buddy McGirt has always been very, very effective feinting. Now, if the Council has landed those solid punches earlier, he's making Buddy McGirt fall for his feints. And here he comes again. Again, you can just see Buddy throwing those combinations, but Council's hands are always up to block those punches.
All right, stop punching. Step back, both of you. Come on, come on.
And Tim, you had mentioned Ken Norton earlier, style similar to Ken Norton's. You know, the punch you could always hit Ken Norton with was a good left hook. That's one of the reasons Ali always had trouble with him, because he never threw that good left hook to the body. And again, that's what Buddy's going to have to do in this fight. He's going to have to take chances, throw that left hook to the body.
Well, through 5 rounds, we have Andrew Council winning every round except the first we called even. Now, there were a couple of close rounds. Judges could well see those for McGirt, but in our view, he has yet to win a round. Under a minute to go in the 6th.
And now McGirt has Council backing up. The first 4 rounds of the fight, it was Council who was the aggressor. Now Buddy McGirt is starting to move Council back a little bit, but now here comes Council again.
Combination, score to the head. But McGirt bending down. McGirt banging to the body.
And now you can see Council feinting, using those feints.
Cutting off the ring effectively against McGirt. I'd like to use more movement. Final seconds of round 6. There's 10. Buddy McGirt, two-time world champion in blue. Andrew Council in red and gold. A little better round in the 6th for Buddy McGirt. Gil, you thought the Council looked maybe showing his first signs of fatigue between rounds.
Yes, Timmy was breathing rather heavily in his corner. And again, it was an effective round for Buddy McGirt. Now, we'll have to see if Council gets a second wind or if he continues to slow down. As Buddy McGirt had told Al Serra earlier, he's waiting for him to slow down. Again, Council's being aggressive.
Left hook finally landed by McGirt, and his knowledgeable crowd reacted to that immediately. They know that's an effective punch for him. They want to see more of him, the McGirt fans.
Now you can see Buddy has him falling for his feints, but he's going to have to let those hands go.
See some of the McGirt family and friends there on their feet here exhorting Buddy to get something going.
You know, Council fights as if he has no respect for McGirt whatsoever.
No. Come on, let's keep it
wrestling
straight,
match
man.
there. And Frank Cappuccino warns both boxers.
See those moves by Buddy, unless he can throw punches back, they don't mean a thing. When you make the other guy miss, you have to be in the position to counter. When Buddy turns to the side like that and walks away, really doesn't mean anything.
Popped the left hand through that time.
Tim, he has to punch to the body. He's not going to do it. He's punching to the head. Got to open up this can of worms. You see when he turns that to the side like that, no matter if he makes Counsel miss or not, he can't counter.
Counsel just plods ahead, bangs to the body.
And then back to the head. He has a good left hook on the chin by Counsel.
Both punches blocked from McGirt.
Another good right hand by Counsel.
All right, both of you stop punching. Come on, step back. Let him go, Ron.
Under 30 seconds we go. And McGirt evidently lost his mouthpiece. It slipped into his glove, and he's holding it in his glove here. Unusual circumstance. Final seconds of the 7th round. A big left hand. Down goes McGirt. The count will continue. He was up before 10.
He was up before 10.
He was up at 9, and the round was over by a second, but he's in big trouble. Back to his corner, Buddy McGirt, a huge left hand by Andrew Counsel.
Come on, baby. Come on, buddy. Come on, man.
Counsel's corner thinking that the count had finished, but it had not. He was up by 9. We'll see it again. The round had actually concluded, but remember the count continues after the bell, and he got up at 9, 1 second after the end of the round. There's the left right there. It started with a right hand, but it was a big left hand, and that mouthpiece actually came out of Buddy's glove. He had been carrying it there for much of the round. Right hand.
And Tim, they're making a mistake in Counsel's corner. They're protesting that the fight is over. They haven't let Counsel sit down. He's still standing, which is ridiculous. He has a guy really in bad shape. He's way ahead in the fight. Why would they do anything like that?
Well, a little panic there. Perhaps this is the biggest fight he's ever been involved in, and it's corner. Counsel comes out quickly. We're into the 8th round.
And Buddy is still very, very wobbly.
Counsel keeping the pressure on here. The crowd in Bally's Park Place on its feet.
Buddy would have to come up with a miracle now, Tim. He's getting hurt with every punch.
It was a miracle that he got up at 9. Looked like he would not get up at all.
Well, Tim, the only chance now, in my opinion, is if Counsel punches himself out. Remember, he didn't sit down between rounds. He's expending a lot of energy now. If Buddy can hang in there, maybe he can have a stationary target in those last 2 rounds.
Counsel keeping the pressure on here, digging to the body inside. We had only given 1 round to Buddy McGirt, so he has needed a knockdown since the 7th round to win this fight, in our view, and it'll take a miracle for him now to come up with something after going down for 9 at the end of the 7th round. Most of the audience here on their feet.
Again, Tim, you can see there's a good uppercut by Buddy McGirt.
Counsel stays right there with him, scoring inside. McGirt gamely firing back.
Solid punches by Counsel, Tim.
And he rocks back McGirt. And a right hand. McGirt is hurt again. Game effort here by Buddy McGirt in the 8th round. His whole boxing career on the line. Counsel will not be moved. Counsel with short lefts, landing with the face of McGirt. Missed with a right hand. He looks a little wary, does Counsel.
Break. Let him go, Counsel.
But he's in much better shape than Buddy McGirt at this stage in this fight.
Very relaxed guy, Tim.
Under 30 seconds to go in the 8th round. This is a 10-rounder. Feint by Council, then dug a left to the body. Not throwing as many punches in the second half of this round. Final seconds of round number 8. So Buddy McGirt gets through this and turns.
He's baseball's Iron Man, shattering.
A lot of pride and passion around the corner of Buddy McGirt, family and friends all on their feet there, all on their feet. They understand what a predicament he is in here. He's got 2 rounds left to turn this around. He's been knocked down once. In our view, has only won 1 round cleanly. Andrew Council, 22-3-3 his record, but has not fought any big name fighters until this one, and he has been excellent against Buddy McGirt. Round 9 scheduled for 10. Andrew Council in the red and gold. You heard him in the pre-fight material saying that he was just going to keep the pressure on. That's his style. Make McGirt fight 3 minutes every round, and he's lived up to his own promise.
Nice move by Council and Tim. Used Buddy McGirt's move. Feinted and then slipped that right hand. And you can see Council now, he's feinting Buddy. He's really the boss in that ring right now. Buddy would have to come up with 1 big solid punch to get back into this fight.
Council, he just looks so impassive, so implacable that there's no way that Buddy McGirt can be looking at him saying, hey, I can still intimidate this guy and turn this thing around.
And you can see how Council gets those hands up to protect himself. Very, very tough target to land a solid punch on. You can see now, look at those hands.
Well, barring a miracle for McGirt, will be having to rethink his future boxing plans at age 31. He had hoped for 1 more big title fight against Roy Jones. That has been talked about as a possibility. Jones fights tonight against Tony Thornton. Tony Thornton has his ideas. Maybe he thinks he can be Andrew Council tonight.
All right, great, fellas. Stop punching.
And in our view, it would take that 1 big punch from Buddy McGirt to win this fight against Andrew Council.
And here's Buddy trying to slip that right hand over again, over Council's jab. Remember, that was the punch that he knocked Joe Gaddy out with. So he does have the power if he can land it.
Under a minute to go in the 9th.
By Council, big left hook by Council.
Digging to the body, another right to the head. He's got McGirt in trouble. Down goes McGirt. It started with that right hand that you called, Gil. Buddy McGirt is not going to get up this time. It's over. Andrew Council, a 9th round knockout of 2-time world champion Buddy McGirt. Well, you may not have heard of Andrew Council before, but you have now. Has never had a major league win, but he's got a big one here today against Buddy McGirt. Some of the McGirt family had started into the ring, but there are a lot of supporters here for Council. He goes over to acknowledge their support for him today. From Lanham, Maryland, 28-year-old Andrew Council, a 9th round knockout over 2-time world champion Buddy McGirt. McGirt is on his stool, getting doctor's attention, apparently all right. And you saw Buddy himself wave off the count. He did not want to get up after that. The knockdown that sent him down, the punch that sent him down. We'll see it here. McGirt with congratulations there for Council.
All right, let's take a look. And there's that straight right hand. That was the punch that first got Buddy in trouble. And look what a great finisher this Council is. Once he nails you with 1, he follows him right up.
But that right hand certainly was the damaging blow. And now watch Buddy McGirt. Well, play it just a little longer. You'll see that he's the one who says to the referee, I'm not getting up.
Followed by the left hook. Once he gets you in trouble, Council knows what to do.
Now watch Buddy McGirt here. You'll see as he starts to get up, the count picked up by referee Frank Cappuccino, and you'll see Buddy McGirt himself indicate there. He lifts his hand. His handler Al Certo is in, and Buddy and Al Certo both deciding they didn't need the full 10. One more look at it. Andrew Council, remember the name. Put himself into the big leagues here with a 9th round stoppage of Buddy McGirt. We'll be back here live at Bally's Park Place in Atlantic City. Talk to the winner in a moment. We're back with the official announcement of Andrew Council's 9th round knockout victory. Andrew, come on over here, buddy. Want to talk to Buddy first. Congratulations to Andrew, and we want to hear from him. But Buddy, this, of course, is a shattering blow for you with the talk of a Roy Jones fight. How do you evaluate your performance, and what happens now?
Well, you know, I take my hat off to Andrew Council. I got to say he's going to be the next champ. There's no doubt. You know, he just caught Buddy McGirt good, and you know, I got no excuses. I was in great shape, and he did what he had to do. Tim, I want to thank you and Gil and CBS. And Andrew for giving me this big opportunity. Well, you've given us lots of great shows here. Let's talk to this winner here today, because this is a big opportunity. Buddy McGirt has been there twice as a world champion. Andrew, not too many folks have heard of you until this afternoon. This is a huge win for you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Like I said, Buddy McGirt was the biggest fighter, the best fighter I'll be fighting. I knew he was going to bring the best out of me. He's one of the guys that I watched as I was an amateur growing up. Watched his style, did the little things that he did. For this victory today.
Well, let's show you that 7th round knockdown. The first one, it was a great combination. Buddy, I don't know whether you want to watch this again or not, but it was a right and a left.
I had the best seat in the house. You know.
Andrew, what'd you do here?
I threw the right hand, and Buddy got a tendency to pull him back, and I pulled a long hook as he was pulling back, and the hook caught him.
I thought someone pulled the mat from under me.
Well, you heard from a classy guy here saying that he had the best seat in the house, and he literally did with that knockdown. Here's the finish here in the 9th, and we'll show you that 9th round knockdown again. And Buddy, it looked like you and Al Certo both agreed there wasn't much point going on.
Well, you know, that was Al's agreement. You know, me, I'm going to keep fighting, you know, even though I look like I was fighting 6 guys. But Tim, you know, I want to thank you and everybody for giving me all this opportunity. But Buddy McGirt's announced his retirement from boxing today.
You're announcing your retirement?
Yeah.
All right, Buddy. Well, congratulations to you on a fabulous career. Good luck to Andrew.
God bless you, baby.
Aye.
All right.
All right. Congratulations, Andrew. Look forward to seeing you again. Let's return you to New York and Pat O'Brien.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Good fight. So you and Andrew Council have the best seats in the house here on the show. A reminder to boxing buffs, next Saturday, we'll take you to the Caribbean where Rafael Morales and George Scott square off in a lightweight battle. The show plumbs the depths of Paradise Island in the Bahamas, that is, when CBS brings you a 12-round lightweight brawl. Former champion Rafael Morales makes his first appearance since losing his belt in May, and he's determined to show his fans that he's still got what it takes. His opponent, George Scott, a smart southpaw, is trying to prove he is more than just a stop on Morales' comeback trail.
So he's got good movement, he's got good speed. But, you know, I think that if I stay on him consistently, I'll wear him down. You know, work the body, and I should slow him down.
This guy like to hold you and trying to punch with the other hand, and he'll try to push you, and he'll do all kind of different things that's not in the book.
Mark it down in your book next Saturday on the show. Irvin ran at the Super Truck race in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina.